Okay, so if you clicked on this video, you want to know how to do a compression test on a machine, be it a leaf blower, a brush cutter, or a lawnmower. I'm quickly going to show you how to do it using basic tools, and I'm going to use my camera and a POV footage so you can see properly step by step how you can do it yourself. Okay, so today we're going to use our Stihl FS 230 as an example for the compression test. This will work the same on most other tools. The principles will be the same. We're going to use a basic compression test kit you can buy on Amazon or on Takealot or in a Walmart to do the test, and I'll show you step by step how to do it and how to get an accurate reading on your device every single time. Let's quickly start off by removing the plug boot from your spark plug. Be very careful not to damage it, because if it's damaged, the machine is not going to start up easily or going to make spark and a decent connection. Remove it very carefully. On these brush cutters, the space is very limited, so take your time to remove it. Don't be in a hurry and do not yank it off. We're going to use your bar wrench on some of these machines as a plug spanner. But beware, not all machines are going to run the bar nut or a bar wrench from a chainsaw as a plug spanner. There are some smaller machines that you have to use a dedicated plug spanner. Let me just quickly see if I have one here. And for interest's sake, the size, like on the MS 172 chainsaw, that uses the plug spanner, a 16mm. The bar nut or the bar wrench is too big for that. Now this plug I have never removed from this machine, so it is quite tight in here. When it's loose, you can undo it completely. Usually if it's just loose like that, it will turn out by hand. Just make sure you don't drop anything in the cylinder. It's quite black and wet, but that's the condition this plug is happy with. Then you get these brass adapters. There are different sizes for different machines. Make sure you get the correct size that turns into your cylinder head properly. It has a rubber seal to seal off the pressure so it's not leaking from the head. Otherwise you're going to get an inaccurate reading. You can do what I did now and then turn it in with a hose. That's easier. This will be fine with a hand tightening. You don't have to use spanners or stuff to over tighten it and strip it. Then these gauges, you just pull on that, and then whilst it's pulled, you press in your pipe and it is connected. They have a small button here on the side. If you press it, it resets the reading. I'm quickly going to show you when you do a compression test. You want to make sure that, be it any tool, that the throttle is pulled in completely. Now on this brush cutter, it has a nice function. If you put it like that in the start position, it actually keeps the throttle open, wide open. So on another tool, you're probably going to have to, like on this string trimmer, keep the throttle open. Otherwise, you're not going to get the correct reading. So let's see if we pull on it and we have our throttle open, what the reading is going to be. Okay, so it's about 6 bars. That looks a bit on the low side, but I have found that this specific measurement kit I have does give a lower reading, so don't be very panicked. This is just an old worn out kit I'm using. Yours will be spot on. You can Google your specific machine and type in what is the PSI or the bar reading that machine should be. Let's quickly see if we use our machine. I'm going to say Stihl FS 230 compression. compression ratio. Let's see. It's gonna be about, I think, 150. Yeah, typically between 110 and 140. So we're about 25 under, and I would definitely say this machine will give us 110 on a new compression testing kit. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, pop it below in the comments. If you want to see it on a different machine, I'm just going to quickly disassemble everything again. You can pull on your pull rope to make sure that the reading stays the same. So when you're pulling, it will go up. And you pull more and it go up. And until a point where you see it does not increase anymore, then you stop. That is the reading you can use at that stage. Where otherwise, if you just pull on it once or twice and it's there, it's not completely built up all the compression it needs. Let's quickly remove it and then just put back the plug. Like I said, just make sure nothing falls in there. Make sure your plug is threaded in correctly so you don't damage the threads, because then it's bye-bye machine. Because parts or cylinder head, it's going to be extremely expensive on a machine, especially if it's a brand name. But mind you, if it's a Chinese thing, you're not going to get parts. So let's get that in there. Make sure it's over it completely. Let's tighten it by hand. It will be more than fine. Pop back our plug boot. Make sure it's connected properly. And then let's quickly see if the machine will start. I'm going to put the choke on, full choke it. I'm not going to put the throttle lock on because we just want to see if it starts. So that's it. That confirms that the machine is healthy, everything works. We did our test and that is it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao.